Hello everyone, this is Cesar from Epiphone and welcome to Winter NAMM 2020. Very excited to be your host to tell you a little bit about Epiphone and how we are relaunching the Epiphone brand and the Epiphone guitars. Epiphone is a brand that it's always been there. It's been at every stage of our lives. It's been on every stage. It's been at the forefront of the rock and roll revolution, and it deserves the level of attention that we're putting on it now. What I want to show you is how we've recalibrated the entire product portfolio, the entire guitar portfolio of Epiphone into the Epiphone originals that made Epiphone famous and the Epiphone inspired by Gibson collection. What I have next to me is the Epiphone inspired by Gibson original collection, starting with the Les Paul Custom onto the Les Paul Standard 50 spec, the Les Paul Standard 60 spec, the TV Yellow Special, the Tobacco Burst Junior, and then onto the SGs, the SG Custom, SG61, both with a stop tail and a Maestro Vibrola, and then the SG Special. Some of the new features that I would like to highlight on our new Epiphone collection are the new Kalamazoo shorter headstock that everyone's been raving about, the new Probucker pickups. We've got now audio taper on the volume and tones, and the CTS pots, all of which now starts making our inspired by Gibson collection and our USA-made Epiphones more historically accurate. Here we have our Epiphone inspired by Gibson modern collection, which is a very close approximation to the modern collection out of Gibson. Starting with the Les Paul Modern, and then moving on to the Les Paul Classic, Classic Worn, and Les Paul Studio, all available at a very accessible price point with the Epiphone inspired by Gibson. Also new within the Epiphone inspired by Gibson modern collection, we have the Les Paul and the SG Muse models, which come in a variety of very popular colors. It has the short Kalamazoo headstock and weight relief, which hopefully will inspire younger and new generations of players to pick up the guitar and make some music. Paying tribute to Epiphone's iconic past, for the first time in 50 years, we're now making Epiphones made in USA. And what I have here is the Epiphone Texan and the Epiphone Casino, inspired by the early 60s models that made these two guitars famous across the rock and roll revolution. I hope you enjoyed the Epiphone tour. I hope you got excited as much as we are about the rebirth of Epiphone, and I hope to see you this weekend.